Global everything, nigga. That's the motherfucking movement.
Yeah.
That's what we running with. That's what we stand for. Shit, whether it's movies, TV
Global
shows, we trying to
everything.
go global with it.
What's going on, everybody? It's another episode of Global Everything TV. First and foremost, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Today, we got another special guest. If you somebody in the Richmond area, I'm sure you done seen his face before. He been making moves in the city for a long time, since the 321 days, probably even before then, but that was probably like the first time I really seen him when he was doing the showcase in 321. That was way back. Then it switched over to Aurora and a couple other clubs as well. But he's been a major person as far as making an impact on the city as far as the Richmond music scene. You will know him no other than J30, the promotions king. How you doing today, J30?
Man, everything good, man. Global Everything TV. We live, man.
First, man, I want to thank you, man, for giving artists like me, myself, and I'm sure a lot of other artists within the city can relate as far as giving us a platform to really showcase our skills and figure out what we need to work on. A lot of times, I mean, when we first get on the stage for the first time, we ain't always the best, but a lot of times, you know, the footage get recorded, we get feedback from people, and we go back home and we work on our craft even more and more, but just giving us something on a consistent basis.
Right.
Cause like now I'm looking at it like now ain't really much showcases going on. So I just wanted to thank you, you know what I'm saying, on behalf of all the artists within the city for giving us an opportunity early on.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that, man.
So
Definitely.
tell us who J30 was before he became J30 the promotions king. What was you into back then?
Well, I mean, I'm from Southside, man. 31st and Midlothian. You know, I was pretty much running the typical routes. I wasn't really doing nothing, you know, super special. I was out here, you know what I'm saying? Doing typically what everybody else would be doing, man. And
Okay.
you know, we progressed forward and, you know, started making different moves, but, you know, showcase that don't save me too. You know what I'm saying? For
Yeah,
real.
definitely. So let's fast forward. When did you originally first get into the entertainment field, and what was your original main goal that you was looking to accomplish when you started doing it?
Well, when I first started with the music, well, I was running around with Big Giddy. You know what I'm saying? The whole GMGB era. You know, that was my primary focus. We was just really real close friends, you know, brothers. And that's what he was doing, and I was good at the promotion, so it kind of went hand in hand. It just was like what we was doing. It really wasn't a goal or what I was trying to do. It's just what we was doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I started at with the, you know, really, you know, with the music thing. You know, when it really started making sense. You know what I'm saying?
So what role did you play as far as promotions? Like, what's some of the things you were doing early on to help his career?
I mean, like from A to Z, man. Like helping build the songs, beat selection, you know, doing the duplication. We had other people that was doing our graphics back then, but you know, really the one putting in the footwork. You know, they rapping, I'm in the crowd passing out the flyers, taking the pictures, getting the video footage. You know, I was like the glue to it. They had all the elements, and I just was, you know, making sure that everybody pretty much knew what was going on.
Definitely. So you think like being a promoter at the time, would you consider yourself his manager or just helping him promote?
Well, I mean, now that you look back on it, it was like a management role.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
definitely.
saying? It's like it was preparing for it before that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it pretty much anything that came on our day to day, that's what had to be done. That's what was getting done. So we was making it happen, man.
As you look back, do you think it's something you could have did different that probably would have helped him progress further? Because, I mean, he was a big name in the city, the whole GMGB era.
Yeah.
But anything you think you could have did different, or you feel like you made all the right moves at the time?
No, I mean, we made a lot of right moves, but it was a lot of wrong moves made too. Like looking back on it, you know, I would have pushed for more for us to get out the streets quicker. You know what I'm saying? Like the streets not forever. So, you know, when those things get set in motion and, you know, you dealing with that level of street stuff, man, it's like you gotta be focused on the exit. You can't really, you know, put all your energy into that, and it's hard to even live it 50-50, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Cause before you look up, you know what I'm saying, everybody know what happened with that situation. That same thing could happen to you. So I've just urged artists, you know, if you 1 foot in, 1 foot out, man, keep your eyes on the exit and, You know, whatever you gotta do, even it's gonna be hard. It might take 6 months for something really start to shake, but you gotta, you know, downsize and downgrade, but you gotta do that in order to upgrade. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, still in them streets, man, do what you gotta do, get up all them, man, cause man, you gotta be here for your kids. You feel me? You can't do nothing from behind that wall or in the grave. You know what I mean? So
That's true. So did you ever have goals and wanting to be an artist too? Because I know you did a couple mixtapes, you got on a couple songs. Was that ever your intentions as well, as long as we're helping him promote his stuff?
I did used to rap, you know what I'm saying, because I came up in the real era of hip hop when, you know, hip hop was brand new. So,
Yeah.
you know, that's what all of us wanted to do. Everybody wanted to rap, and I was kind of talented with it, but I always was that person that said, you know, my real life, I ain't really never want that to come to the surface. You know what I'm saying? We was out here living kind of crazy, so I just was super uncomfortable with, you know, putting my real life on record, knowing how I really was living. You know what I'm saying? I live by the rule, man. Don't say nothing. You don't want to repeat, play back in court. You feel me? So, you know, all that making records, you know, talking about exactly what you really doing, boys going to jail for that. You know what I'm saying? So I just want, and we was really out here. I mean, the proof in the pudding. So it just really wants something that I was trying to put my name and my words out my mouth, you know, talking about what was actually going on in the street, because you see what happened. They be playing that shit in court, man.
So let's fast forward. You started the show your skills showcase.
Yes. 2000.
Remember the day before you actually, you know, well, the day of, and what you decided that you wanted to do that? Like, what was going through your mind? What was your intentions with that?
Well, I never forget, but one day Big Giddy say to me, he say, man, boys, man, you getting $250,000 money, like, what you gonna do? You know, so, you know, it took me a while. I started thinking, you know, what am I gonna do? I knew that I was good with the promotion, so I started stepping that up. And he also used to tell me, you know, when I go talk to these important people, these club owners, these radio DJs, pull up on them. You know what I'm saying? And being at the level that he was at, everybody was trying to be a part of that movement, because there was money involved. Everybody wanted in. You
Everybody
feel me?
wanted
So
a piece of the pie.
everybody want a piece of the pie. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when I think back on it, he was like, yo, pull up on them, you know, and that's what I started doing, you know. So when I started pulling up on these club owners, they pretty much was, it was like the road was paved in gold. You feel me? He had already put in all the blood, sweat, and tears, the hard work. It was already the glory days at that point. So pretty much whatever was trying to get done by me or anybody in our circle, it was somebody that was right there to, you know, help pull that off. So, you know, that's how I ended up, you know, doing the showcase.
So who was some of the first artists you remember at the first event, and how successful was that one? Because I'm gonna be honest, I ain't go to the 321 days.
Okay.
I caught on a little late.
Okay.
But for those who remember the 321 days,
321 days.
like, you remember the first artist you would say, hey, let me bring to the stage,
Oh,
such
man.
and such.
I don't remember the very first artist I brought to the stage, but I do remember at that event, Rock Stages was there.
Okay.
Neighborhood Hustlers, when they was all together, they was there. Clockman was there, rest in peace. Chris Styles, he was there. It's a couple guys that was there. I don't remember everybody, but that's crazy that you said that. I know in that era, there was a lot of people, man. That 321 era, that was a real golden era, man. I was introduced to Lil Streets, rest in peace. He was coming through there, Strap Up. You know what I'm saying? This was before they was Strap Up. They was EGA.
I remember
You know what I'm
that.
saying? Like, yeah, man. Them was the good days. Them was the real good days, man.
So let's talk your craziest moment at the Show Your Skills showcase. What's the craziest incident that went down?
Man, it was a gang of them, man. You know, it was at a point in time where that violence was getting real crazy in the showcase. You know what I'm saying? Because you dealing with, you know, different sides of town. You know what I'm saying? That was really like the first time that, you know, it was a platform, you know, in central Richmond where people from all sides come do their thing. So we had like little neighborhood beefs, man. Niggas trying to sneak pistols in the club. You know what I mean? All type of stuff, man. Yeah, we ain't for all that, man. Then, you know, God blessed us. You know, even though we did have fights, it was no extreme acts of violence, you know, and, you know, I'm thankful for that, man. Like, that showcase saved me plenty of Tuesdays. Ain't no telling where I could have been, what I could have been getting into. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I think probably I'm gonna be real, like, one of the biggest things that probably upset a lot of artists that might have got to pay for an early slot, but they end up being late. But I get his business.
Yeah. Yeah, it used to be like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta work the list. You feel me? Because you like the artist seeing it from their perspective, and I'm seeing it from the artist's perspective and my perspective in crowd control. Like you gotta kind of work that list to be able to keep the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Don't put the good acts on too early because all the people leave. You know, so that was really it. You know, just trying to create that entire environment. You know what I'm saying? Making it ideal for the artists, making it ideal for the fans. You know what I'm saying? Everybody involved, man. So yeah, that used to be, that was always an issue. You know what I'm saying? The slots, but you know, at the end of the day, you know, we all got a chance to do our thing, and for the most part, if anybody didn't get to rock, you know, they always was able to come back because we was there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That was the spot on Tuesdays, man. I will say that was the spot.
Definitely.
So, what made you come to the decision to end the showcase?
It was a hard decision. I mean, truth be told, at the time when I ended the showcase, I had to end it. You know what I'm saying? Because it went from, well, you know, an artist would come to me like, bro, I got to go next. I got 200 for you. And I take the 200, they'll go next. And then it came to where artists couldn't even pay $10 just to, you know, get in the building and perform for free. So it was real rough on the streets at that time, because mind you, at that time I still was in the streets, so I'm knowing what's going on. So I know them boys out here hurting. You know, street ain't moving like it usually moves. So extra money just won't, you know, around. So that was one of the things that a lot of us had to cut. You know what I'm saying? So it just like the city couldn't sustain it no more. You know what I mean? It was just too much.
You did revamp it one time though and brought it to the Canal Club.
Yeah, we was lit that night, man. I just wanted to, you know, I hit for a couple dollars, man, and I thought that, you know, that'd be dope for me to give back. You know what I'm saying? Do 100% free for the fans, for the artists. You know, still pay somebody to come record it, take the pictures, all that. So, you know, that was dope. And I actually put together a mixtape about that event, 36 songs. You know, and I actually pushed that mixtape for. I pushed that for the first part of the first Show Your Skills promo tour in Virginia Beach. I moved like 5,000 copies of that. So whether, you know, the artist didn't realize it, but that music was everywhere. Yeah. That's how I ended up start traveling outside of Virginia, because it just came to the point where I couldn't even really sell a CD no more. I'm embarrassing myself pulling up on the same people multiple times. They like, bro, I already got the jump. Yeah. So it's like, in a sense, it may have had the appearance of being inappreciative, but I just was interacting with so many people. It's like the faces became a blur. You know what I mean?
I would say probably one of the hardest persons I've seen is push their CD in Richmond besides you is probably Ready Rock and Nezzo. Most people want to hate on Nezzo. Like I remember days pulling up to the plaza, yo, buy this CD. It might have one song on there. Right. And he got a good talk game, like his he ended up made me mad as shit. You know what I'm saying? Whether I listen to it or not. But like I constantly see you online posting, you know, pictures with this person, that person, different walks of life with your CD. So let me ask you this though, like from your standpoint, do you think it's better for an artist that's really having the CD in the streets pushing their CD to go major or stay independent? Because I'm sure you made a whole lot of money being independent, just pushing your CD by yourself. Right. But if you was an actual artist, at this point in your stage of your life, what would you prefer to do? Or what would you recommend somebody to do?
It just depends on your team. You feel me? Because if you got a rock solid team on the independent level and y'all already being profitable, I think that's a good thing to stay independent. But on the flip side, the resources that come with a label, it's unsurpassed. Like, you can't pay for that stuff. Like, you know, you got the key to every door you want open. That's the machine. You feel me? Like, that's an established business that's doing real business. It ain't no homeboy stuff. Ain't no back alley deals. These people in boardrooms, they looking over spreadsheets. They transferring funds through accounts. Like, this is the real deal, you know? So, it's a give and take situation. It's like so individualized. It's like, would it be good for this person or would it be good for that person? So you'll just have to weigh out your options, what they offering, you know, what you already got going on. Can they enhance your situation? Yeah. Is they just do it feel like y'all already winning? They just want a PC off with y'all hard work, and you know, you just gotta, you know, weigh it out. So, you know, certain label situations good. Artists like Gotti said he never signed. Now look. He signed a deal with Epic. Now he under Rock Nation management. So, you know, they must have came with the real situation that was better than what was already going on. They made dollars, so it made sense to them. You know what I'm saying? So it's each his own. You know what I mean? You got to weigh that out.
All right, so during the showcase days, I will. This was another question I wanted to ask you. I know you've seen a lot of artists come and go,
Yeah.
a lot of some good, some bad. Who did you see the most potential in?
Mm.
Like, that you really feel like could put on for the city and take it to that next level?
Strap Up as a group.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Strap Up as a group. They had, during the showcase days, they had the strongest movement. They was the ones bringing in, 30, 40 people with them, coming in, doing 2-3 songs every week. You know what I'm saying? And
New
then
songs.
yeah, they was killing them. You know what I'm saying? Doing the 3 songs, and then sometime, man to sign up on his own, or Strapper sign up on his own, or So I seen a lot of potential in them. Plus, when they linked up with Bebe, she was taking them doing greater things outside the city. But at the end of the day, what it really be is shit. We just all nobody got no formal training with this. You know what I'm saying? So, just looking back on it, I don't think nobody did nothing wrong then, but I think it's a lot of things more that we could do more right now. You know what I'm saying? Because, Strap Up had, man, I thought them boys was gonna take it all away. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of, man, it was a couple artists, D&D 6. I honestly thought D&D 6 was gonna take it all away. When he did that on mixtape with Alley Boy, them Duct Tape, that was a rock solid project. He had A1 production. He had some features from some artists like Scooter. He had Zaytoven on there. You know what I'm saying? He had multiple songs with Alice, songs with Bank, Trouble. It just was a dope situation. I thought D&D 6 could take it. I saw a lot of talent. You know what I mean? I really thought that a lot more artists could have made it if they was more serious. But able to judge. Yeah, able to judge it from where I was sitting there, because not only was I doing the showcase, but mind you, I'm doing CD covers, I'm doing CD duplication. So I'm pretty much in everybody's business. I know what everybody's doing. Nobody really was going outside the box, working with other people. So, I wanted them to make it, but based on what I know from real information, knowing how many CDs you buying or how consistent you is coming to the showcase and all of those, that combination of things, seeing like that ain't gonna happen for you. You know what I'm saying? They might not be able to see it from where they standing at, but I'm on the sideline. You feel me? I'm calling the plays, so I'm able to see it from a different angle. I know if you ain't buying, even if you buying 1,000 pack, you still falling short, because it's artists that's on their first drop, they gonna drop 10,000. You only did 100, and you thought you was gonna make impact. You don't even, like, a lot of artists don't even make a way to make the money back that they invest in the cover, the studio time, the mastering process, all that. So it's like, how can you win when you don't even know how to make your money back? That's like you buying Coke and you giving it away for free. I don't see no logic in that. That's like going back to like artists like Nezzo, Reddit Rock. Like, man, you got to make that money off of it. You got to make a person, you got to convince them. You feel me, that you that. You feel me, to reach in their pocket, and however they got that money, they might have worked at McDonald's, or they might have sold some Coke, or whatever they did to get that bread, and give it to you for something they don't know nothing about. They never heard it, probably never heard of you, but you got the ability, the power to convince them, to give them their hard-earned money, you know what I'm saying, for your craft. But you got to do that, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I literally just placed an order for like 9,000 CDs yesterday, and I have every intention on selling every one of them for between $3 and $5. Like, do the math. Even if I fall short on the 3 at $2, but that's 18 bands. I'm ready to come up quick off the CDs, and who ain't got $2 for me? Who ain't got $3 for me? Who ain't got $5 for me? You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's really all about. Cause now I got 27,000. I went hard. I'm going for the 5, but all I make on average, I make 3. I clear 27,000. Now I got a $27,000 budget. You feel me? That I could actually, now I could do some stuff. I could do some traveling. I could have all my promotional teams. I could slide my homeboys a couple hundred. You know what I mean? To be able to not have to go to work. You know, and all that, and then we could make this thing a reality. You got to learn how to literally monetize your movement. You know what I'm saying? That's the evolution of show your skill showcase. Like, if you don't know how to make that bread, I mean, you just a non-nigga wasting money.
I feel like you need to do a class on that.
Man, that's what I've been doing.
Coming up.
But that's what I've been doing,
you just
man.
dropped
like
a whole lot of game in a short period of time.
Facts. I mean, that's what I just did out in Colorado, man. I revamped the showcase, because, like, the question you asked me, like, what I thought I could have did, there was a lot, yo. And I felt like that we weren't providing the right information. So that's like the whole basis of what I'm doing now. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let y'all come in there and rap, because that's what y'all want to do. But I'm gonna make sure you get that workshop. You know what I'm saying? I actually did a joint in Colorado, in Denver, and we had the it's called Monetize Your Movement. I actually worked with Mike Wynn on that. He the man, you know what I'm saying? We both got a lot of insight into the game, but he a lot more organized than me, you know what I'm saying? I'm still me, you feel me? Like, no matter how much I know, I'm still, you know, but it worked for me though.
Global Earthling TV.